What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about why I would never go back to a 9-to-5 job after owning my own businesses. And just to give you guys a little introduction of who I am, my name is Mauricio. I've started and scaled over 25 businesses before the time I was 25. And the point of this channel is just to share my journey, share my experience, and hopefully add some value to your journey, to your life, make your experience a little better than mine. But anyway, let's get started with the video today. And just to give you guys a little bit more background on what I'm speaking about today, which is why I would never go back to a 9-to-5. The only 9-to-5, quote unquote 9-to-5s, because obviously when I first started, I didn't really have like a corporate job, something that was actually 9-to-5. For me, my experience was I had a job at Wendy's. That's the first official job that I had. The second job I had was working at a dentist's office. And one of the things that I do remember from these jobs was that even though I learned very quickly in these two jobs, I was always capped at something, right? So I was never able to do more, even though I was never allowed to do more, even though I was able to do more, right? So, and the weird thing that I find with this is that in a place like Wendy's, in a place like in a place like Wendy's, actually, it doesn't make sense to be just capped, from your potential or stopped from your potential so quickly, or for not even so quickly, but for so long actually, because you could be at Wendy's sometimes. I knew people that were there at Wendy's for 10 years, 5 years that just weren't going up, in like to a managing position, or if they did, they weren't getting paid. They wouldn't be compensated for what they were doing, which was really sad to see, because for me, it was kind of like a job that, was a stepping stone to get another job. And it was just, what most people get as their first job. But anyway, that's a big reason why I would never go back, because when I'm alone in my own business, I give myself the cap, right? So if I limit myself, which I used to as well, I used to limit myself just in the way that I was thinking. I would think small. I would think small businesses. I will think, making $10,000 a month as revenue was a lot. Once I got over that hump and it's like $50,000 in revenue is a lot. And it's like, now I think that if a company's doing $100,000 in revenue a month, even as a small business, like that's not the goal, like the goal is more and more and more. And to kind of get out of that mindset, right? Difference is in a 9-to-5, somebody else is taking ability or that possibility of growing from you. When you have a business, that's up to you. So if you're not like evolving, then it's your fault, right? You have yourself to blame, nobody else, right? Which is also a hard thing for a lot of people to do, which is, just blaming themselves. It is your fault. If you're stopping yourself from doing something in your business, it's your fault, nobody else's. You can always change, you can always grow, do things to make your company grow faster. And like I said, for me, it was always the first step was mindset, like just changing my mindset that like I can do more. I can achieve more, I can accomplish more. All those things are just way different than a 9-to-5. A 9-to-5, I'm just constrained to like whatever the company believes, whatever the managing team believes, whatever my higher up believes, which, the more I got into business, the more that I want to achieve bigger and bigger things. And it's very hard to do that at a corporate level, at a regular job, right? Even if it could be a lot more steady. And again, I always like to clarify, like I don't have nothing against a 9-to-5, right? If that's what you do and you like it, then congratulations. If that's what you do and you don't like it, you shouldn't be doing it. Just the same, I say that to business owners. If you are a business owner and you like your life as a business owner, congratulations. If you don't, then you should look for something else to do. The only difference is, like I said, with a business, you have the ability to change your own business, right? So if you don't like your business, you have the ability to change that one business. If you can't, then you move on to the next, right? If you don't like what you actually do, you can move on to the next. As a job, you can't really change. You can change the way you think about it, but you can't change the job because it's not yours to begin with. Somebody made that job for you. So that's the biggest thing, right? Which is a cap in like my ability, which brings me to my next reason why I would never go back to 9 to 5 is because of the cap in pay, right? I mean, I have been out of a regular job for so long, I don't even know where I would even start as far as getting a job. But I can't even imagine, having the opportunity to make, if we're gonna talk about, money, dollars, because everybody likes to talk about that. And I have no problem talking about it because I love numbers. And I'm just like, I really do love numbers. So if we're gonna talk about numbers, it's so hard to go from making, $100 a day to $10,000 a day, when in business, it's not that hard, I believe, to do that. If you come up with a good idea, good strategy, good plan, good execution, you can do that, right? And it can happen from one day to another. It could also take 10 years, but it can happen. You're more likely to make $10,000 a day as a business than as a person, unless you're a consultant and you have 25 years of experience and you work with high-level individuals. So that is another big part, the ability to make a lot more money and scale so much quicker, in money, in numbers, when it comes to numbers. So that's another big reason why I would never go back to a job. Now, the one thing that is tough, I'm gonna say one thing that is tough, and it's different, and that's when you really know that you are a true entrepreneur. Is that as an entrepreneur, though, it's not like your income can fluctuate so much. When you have a 9 to 5, it doesn't fluctuate, right? Which you could see that as a positive thing. But me as an entrepreneur, as I consider myself a true entrepreneur, that's what excites me, right? The lows that then bring me to my bigger highs, that's what excites me. And that for me is actually a positive thing, which is why I would never go to a 9 to 5, because I don't like to be comfortable. And like I said, that might sound weird to you because a lot of people like to be comfortable, but the second I'm comfortable, I just get uncomfortable. So in my case, I'd rather be in a place where I am uncomfortable a lot of the times. So then I keep unlocking new levels of everything, and I keep leveling up, I keep growing, I keep scaling, I keep getting better. I become a better person, become a better business owner. And that is what I actually enjoy. So those are the reasons why I would never go back to a 9 to 5. Again, if you have one and you like it, you know what? That's the goal. That's the dream, right? To do whatever you love for a living. So congratulations to you if you do. If you don't, there's a lot of options for you. Again, if you're a business owner and you like it, great. And if you don't, remember, it is up to you to change it. You could change your own business. You could change what you do within your business. You can change it. So make sure you realize that, and make sure that you are not stopping yourself from growing, because that is the number one thing that stops people from growing themselves, right? You thinking small, you being closed-minded, you being hard-headed, stubborn, all that sometimes can stop you. And I know that because it has happened to me, right? So if that is you, just make sure that you do everything to fix that within your business so you can get to enjoy more of what you're doing. So that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching again. If you stayed throughout the whole video, thank you. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. And that's it. I'll see you guys on the next video.